So personally, I'm done with Josh McDaniels. Last year we should have known against the Rams when we lost to Baker Mayfield off of 2 days, when he had just signed with the Rams 2 days prior. Last year when we lost to the Arizona Cardinals, giving up a 24-point lead in the second half. And now this year it's the last two games. We really should be 3-1. What's up, Raider Nation? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, please support the channel and subscribe. And if you already subscribed, hit that like, hit that bell so you're notified every time I come out with a brand new video. And also, leave me a comment. Let me know if you like what I'm doing or if you don't. Well, Raider Nation, we ended up taking another damn loss. And my voice is still gone. Why? Because I ended up going to the game. I was hollering my ass off all game. And for the second straight year in a row with Josh McDaniels, the Raiders have started the season 1-3. Different year, same result. The only difference is that last year our offense was scoring a hell of a lot more points. This year we can't even crack 18. We're one of 3 teams to not score 20 points this year. And that all lies on Josh McDaniels. You went and got your guy, Jimmy G. You thought Derek Carr wasn't enough, which I personally thought we had to upgrade. But you went and got Jimmy G, your guy, a guy who supposedly knows the system, and we haven't cracked 18 points yet. This week, our defense held up their end of the bargain, at least in the second half. In the first half, I don't know what the hell happened. We gave up 24 points. And at halftime, I thought this game was over. I thought there was no way in hell we were going to come back and score 17 points. I thought that's too much of a margin, and our defense is going to give up some points. And how the hell did we give up 6 sacks to Khalil Mack? Of all people, Khalil Mack. And our worst nightmare really came true, guys. To see Khalil Mack in a Charger uniform, to sack number 4 6 times, that's kind of ironic, isn't it? He sure as hell was the Raiders' daddy yesterday. What's truly frustrating is that we can't score any points. He was brought here to upgrade our offense. And shit, we had the 13th ranked offense when he came in, and he hasn't made it any better. He hasn't improved it. His play calling has been so suspect at the end of the game. Last week, it was when we were down by 8, and he went for the field goal. This week, it's passing on the 3-yard line when we have 3 minutes to go left, and we're down by a touchdown. You decide to pass it. You decide to pass it with your rookie quarterback, who's starting his first career game, has barely gotten any reps with the first team this week, and you want to put the game in his hands when Josh Jacobs was running it down their throat all game. He was having a game. Yes, I know he didn't go over 100 yards, but he was making yards in the passing game and in the rushing game. Why didn't we just give the hand off the ball to Josh at least twice? It was first down. Why were we rushing it? Were we rushing it because we weren't sure that catch from Devontae was a clear catch? Was it that way? But it wasn't in the 2-minute warning. The Chargers would have to have challenged that. So just McDaniels' play calling and his end game decisions are just driving me nuts. He's not cut out to be a head coach is starting to look like. And the joke is really on us, guys. Everyone told us that he wasn't going to be a good coach. From the evidence that we got when he was the Broncos head coach and the fact that he left the Colts at the altar. He accepted to being their head coach, and then he ended up pulling the rug right under them and said, I don't want to be their coach. That was very frowned upon. A lot of owners didn't like that, and they said they weren't going to interview the guy and ever give him a head coaching job. And except us, Mark Davis is just not a really good owner when it comes to football. Yes, I give him the business side. He's really smart. Before in Oakland, I think we were ranked 30th out of 32 teams, and now he's got us in the top 10 of most valuable franchises. So, as the business wise goes, this guy he's pretty smart when it comes to the business sides of things. But as far as football, he has no idea. He doesn't know how to get a coach. The 2 coaches that he has handpicked have been a disaster, from John Gruden and Josh McDaniels. And the right guy was right in his laps last year in Rich Bisaccia. And how did we let him go? Well, this week we played the Packers, and we're going to see Rich Bisaccia. Could this be a get-back game for him? Could he make us look stupid? We'll have to see. This doesn't fall on Dave Ziegler. He really gave Josh McDaniels players that fit his system. Guys like Michael Mayer, Austin Hooper, Jacoby Myers, and the offensive line has been horrendous. Jermaine Illuminor is dog shit. I want that guy off the team. Why can't we put someone else in there? Why is he still in there? Like I said, for our team not to score 20 points this year, yeah, that's really horrendous. Can we not score 20 points? Yeah. We got Devontae Adams, we got Josh Jacobs, and the Chargers have one of the worst pass defenses, guys. They were out with Derwin James and Joey Bosa. How the hell did we not score 20 points? Josh McDaniels got outcoached by Brandon Staley. How did he let that guy outcoach you? Those two got to be the two worst coaches in the NFL, and that game proved to us that we got the dumbest coach in the NFL. We got number 32. I'm really done with Josh McDaniels, guys. This shit is getting ugly really fast. Things like, how did you draft Michael Mayer and Trey Tucker in the first 4 rounds? How did you get those guys? And between the two of them in 4 weeks, they got 1 catch. Between the two of them, 1 catch for 2 yards. Michael Mayer. That's bullshit. How are we not using these guys in our offense? Michael Mayer was supposed to be this top tight end, the second best tight end in the whole nation. Some were saying he was the best tight end coming out of the draft, and that guy's only got 1 catch, and he's a dog shit blocker, that's for sure. Maybe that's why he's not getting any reps. But Trey Tucker, man, he is so fast. On that play that we gave him, the handoff on the jet sweep on the second week against the Bills, he showed us that he could make moves in open space when he's given the ball. So why not give him the ball more times? Why can't we utilize these players at their best of their advantage? We're really looking like a shitty team. We're really looking like the Browns of the AFC West. And something that really disgusts me is that Josh McDaniels deflects the blame. He puts the blame on his coaches, on his players. Last week, when we punted the ball back to the Steelers after we kicked the field goal, he said he expected the defense to do their job and get a 3-and-out. Shit, our defense is dog shit since you've been here. For the last 20 years, they've been dog shit. Why would you expect them to get a 3-and-out right then and there when the game's on the line? Now, this week, it was running the ball on first down, first and goal with 3 minutes left. We got Josh Jacobs, the best running back in the league. Why not hand him the ball off at least 3 times? Man, this guy's got to go. His end of game decisions are stupid. He don't know what the hell he's doing. He's in way over his head. So personally, I'm done with Josh McDaniels. Last year, we should have known against the Rams when we lost to Baker Mayfield off of 2 days, when he had just signed with the Rams 2 days prior. Last year when we lost to the Arizona Cardinals, giving up a 24-point lead in the second half. And now this year it's the last 2 games. We really should be 3-1. I don't want to keep them at the end of the year. I want to be gone. I want to move on. And as far as replacements go, I'm thinking about Dan Quinn, the defensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys. He was with the Seattle Seahawks when they had the Legion of Boom. And also he was with the Atlanta Falcons when he took them to the Super Bowl. Yes, I know he blew that 28-3 lead, but I feel like he's really changed and he's gotten a lot better since he's gone with the Cowboys. He's made the Cowboys a real Super Bowl contender because of their defense. And another guy that I would consider a candidate is Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions. What he's done with Jared Goff and that offense is great. He don't got that really great receivers. Amon-Ra St. Brown ain't the best. Jared Goff ain't a top 10 quarterback. Maybe he's a 9 or 10 right now, as of right now, because of Ben Johnson. But what he's done in Detroit, he's turned that offense around. They're a really good offense. So those are the 2 guys I would consider replacing. Maybe Dan Quinn would be my first guess because, he's a defensive-minded coach, and our defense has been horrendous for these last 20-some years. But let me know in the comments, Raider Nation, are you guys done with Josh McDaniels? Like I said, I personally am. And until next time, Raider Nation, peace.